Hello students, I am Dr. Meenakshi Mahur, Assistant Professor, Zoology, Sri Savliaji Government College, Mandapya, Chittorgarh. Today I am going to discuss gene interaction. Gene interaction is the phenomenon of two or more genes which are affecting the expression of each other in various ways in the development of single character of an organism. Mandan and many workers assume that characters are governed by single gene, but later it was discovered that many of the characters of living organisms are controlled, influenced, or governed by a collaboration of several different genes. Concept of gene interaction was suggested by Batson. Hence, it is also called as Batson factor hypothesis. On the basis of the manner in which the concerned gene influences the expression of gene action, gene interaction is of two types. First is allelic or intraallelic interaction, and another is non-allelic or interallelic interaction. Allelic or intraallelic interaction is the genetic interaction between the alleles of single gene. Non-allelic or interallelic interaction is the genetic interaction between the allele of one gene with the allele of other gene. In it, genes located on same or different chromosomes interact with each other for the expression of single phenotypic trait of an organism. Incomplete dominance, codominance, multiple alleles, and lethal genes are all examples of intra-allelic interaction. Complementary genes, supplementary genes, epistresis, duplicate genes, pleiotropic genes are all the examples of interallelic interaction. Now, interallelic interaction. In complementary genes, we will get the ratio of 9:7 in flower color in Lathyrus odoratus. In supplementary gene interaction, I'll explain the example of coat color in reds, and in supplementary gene interaction, we get ratio of 9:3:4. In epicystis, I'll take example of coat color in dogs, and in this example we will see the ratio of 12:3:1. Then duplicate genes. Here I am taking example of triangular fruit shape of Capsula bursa. In that we will get ratio of 15:1. Now first, complementary gene interaction, that is the ratio of 9:7. Complementary genes, sometimes a trait is produced by the interaction of two or more genes situated on separate chromosomes which complement one another. Actually, they are pairs of non-allelic dominant genes, means they present on separate gene loci. They interact and produce only one phenotypic trait, but neither of them, if present alone, produces the phenotypic trait in the absence of other. Both the genes interact to produce a completely new trait. Example is flower color in Lathyrus odoratus. See, there is a cross between white variety and white variety of Lathyrus odoratus, but their they are with capital C and capital and small p, and this flower is with small c and capital P. When they are crossed in F1 generation, all purple flowers are observed. And when the purple flower are self-fertilized or self-crossed, then in F2 generation we get ratio of 9:3:3:1. 9:3:3:1. But 9 are purple flowers and 3:3:3:1, that is 7 are white flowers. See, in complementary gene interaction, when both capital C and capital P are together, they produce purple flower. See, in this capital C and capital P, capital C and capital P, capital C, 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 capital P, and capital C, capital P. So 9 purple flowers. But if only one dominant gene is present, that is a capital C, or purple P, or capital P, or capital P, then white flower. If both are recessive, that is a small c and small p, then also white. So purple will be produced only if capital C, if there is a capital C and capital P are together, and the ratio will be 9:7. 9 are purple flowers and white are and 7 are white flowers. Now supplementary genes. Supplementary genes are two independent pairs of dominant genes which interact in such a way that one dominant gene will produce its effect whether the other is present or not. The second dominant, when added, changes the expression of first one, but only in presence of first one. Here I am taking example of coat color in rat. This coat color is governed by two dominant genes. See, agouti colored rat and albino colored rat. See its genotype: capital C, capital C, capital A, capital A, and this is small c, small c, small a, small a. When they are crossed, then these are the gametes of male: capital C, capital A, capital small c, small a, capital C, capital A, small c, capital A, capital C, small a, and small c and small a. Here also capital C, capital A, small c, capital A, capital C, small a, and small c and small a. So in F1 generation we are getting agouti. Neither agouti is in the ratio of 9. So see, when C and capital C and capital A are together, then they produce agouti color. C, capital C, capital A, 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 and the last capital C and capital A. So agouti are 9 in number. When only C or no capital A. Only capital C, no capital A. It means black colored rat. C. Capital C, no capital A. Capital C, no capital A, and capital C, no capital A. It means black colored rat. Now, when there is a neither capital C or neither capital A, when neither capital C or neither or not capital A, but only A, capital A, then albino color. See here, only capital A, only capital A, only capital A, and neither capital C or neither capital A, then albino color. So F2 ratios will be 9:3:4. 9 are agouti, 3 are black, and 4 are albino. Now epistasis. It is also known as inhibiting genes. Epistasis is the interaction between non-allelic genes present on separate loci in which one gene masks, inhibits or suppresses the expression of other gene. Epistatic gene or inhibiting gene is the gene when it suppresses or masks the phenotypic expression of another gene at another locus. Hypostatic genes are the gene or locus which is being suppressed by a epistatic gene. Epistasis gives ratio of 12:3:1. In epistasis, two different genes which are not alleles but affect the same trait of organism. The expression of one covers up or hides the expression of other. Here I am taking example of coat color in dogs. When both capital B or capital I or either capital B or capital I, then it will be a white dog. Capital B and capital I. Capital B and capital I. Only capital B. Only capital B. Capital B and capital I. Capital B and capital I. Capital B and capital I is here. Capital I. Capital B and capital I. Capital I. Capital B and capital I. Capital B and capital I. Capital B only. Capital B only. Capital B and capital I. Capital I. So when both capital B and capital I together and either capital B or capital I, then it will be a white dog. But only capital B or no capital I. Only capital B or no capital I means black dog. See, capital B. Then neither capital B nor capital I means brown dog. So white is always dominant. Black acts as a recessor in relation to white, but as a dominant in relation to brown. So F2 ratio is 12:3:1. Now duplicate genes. It will give ratio of 15:1. Sometimes two pair of genes located on different chromosomes and determine the same phenotype. These genes are said to be duplicate of each other. Example is the triangular fruit shape of Capsula bursa pastoris, that is shepherd's purse. It is determined by two pairs of genes, say capital A and capital B. If any of these genes, capital A or capital B, is present in dominant form, the fruit shape is triangular. But if neither capital A and neither capital B, then the fruit shape will be a top shaped. So in double recessive form, the fruits are top shaped, and thus we get a 15 triangular and 1 top shape ratio in F2 generation. So this is example of duplicate genes. So we discuss complementary gene interaction where we are getting 9:7 ratio. Supplementary genes where we are getting 9:3:4 ratio. In epistages, we are getting 12:3:1 ratio, and duplicate genes we are getting 15:1 ratio. So this is about gene interaction. Thank you.